Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. So I was advised, now that I'm a star agent, right? To cover these notes here, and you're not gonna see a whole lot of glee and excitement from me over this. But on that note, man, there are some salty people out there over not just this, but in the game in general, all in of itself, just the pure existence of the game, and like, man, if there's a thing, let me say something, because this is real talk here. If there's a thing in your life that's causing you to have so much hate and disdain, not just in your heart, but in the deepest recesses of your soul, like, man, you better just cut that thing right out of your life, right? Like, I try to stay pretty positive, throughout any situation. You won't catch me like, super negative, and just truly bad talking something. But yeah, if this game is causing you to have such, just negative feelings towards it, just like, there's a door, and you know what, you don't even got to close it on the way out. Like, somebody will get it for you. You feel me? All right, let's get on to this. So, a few different reasons why I'm not super overzealous about what's in this note here. Um, Mainly because it's mostly oriented towards PvP, and I don't really do PvP. Right? I'm not a PvP kind of guy, so you really won't see me, really trying to compete in these sort of things. And I really wish that they tried to really include everybody. Like, it's like they wanted you to think that they tried to, but they really didn't. They really didn't, and it's unfortunate. But hopefully there's some things in here. Hopefully there's some hidden Easter eggs in here that we just don't know about yet, because until it's actually in the game and you can see it and you can interact with it, you really truly don't know. So let's go through it, and let's see what we got going on here. All right, so greeting agent. This is Marvel Future Fight Development Team. Yada yada yada. They're wishing us a happy New Year. About a month late, right? Because there was an update, right? I mean, they could have done this like even for the null, like when null was put in the game, right? They could have wished us a happy New Year then. But in any case, better late than never, right? They're preparing for the next update. We want to thank our agents for their continual support for Marvel Future Fight. The reason for delivering this note is to introduce the addition of Alliance Conquest and Timeline Battle Top League, which will arrive in the upcoming February update. So I see both sides of the coin to this. I see both sides of the coin, and I'll explain that in just a moment. Since our agents have consistently requested improvements in these pieces of content, we have discussed and prepared a response to hopefully meet all of our agents' expectations, even if this means that it will take some time. So it seems like the PvP game content, in this game is very challenging for them to just introduce and implement in the game. I'm not a developer. I've never been a developer of a game. I'm never gonna, I'm not gonna claim to be a developer of a game, or really know exactly what that entails. But I'm guessing, right? And they even stated in here that there's a lot more hurdles for them to jump, in order to, put out good content, right? Put out enjoyable, rewarding content. I mean, the reward portion's easy. They could definitely increase those. And it would, just like if they put on the Infinity Gauntlet, right, and Thanos, and they just snap. They could snap those into existence. I don't know why they don't do that. I mean, that would appease, players to no end, right? They could do nothing else and just increase the rewards, and they'll satisfy at least 50% of the players. But making actual content seems to be a bit of a challenge for them. So, I mean, my suggestion is go. Okay, they're a multi-billion-dollar company, right? Go to one of these other games that are doing it right, and pull out the wallet and say, hey, listen, I need to borrow one of your guys to come over here and show me how to do this, right? We need some help. If you can't do it, you need some help. You need to go to somebody who knows what they're doing and say, listen, I need you, and pull out that wallet and do it, because you got. I mean, this is, I mean, it's a Marvel IP. I mean, come on, say no more. So, yeah, we've requested improvements on these game modes. Please check below for the improvements that will be made in response to the previously mentioned issues. Okay, we hope the information will help our agents enjoy the game even more. Please enjoy new battles with various heroes after the update. Okay, with various heroes. So, it doesn't say anything about new heroes. Various heroes. All right, sure. Yeah, there are various heroes in the game. There's a lot of them. There's villains too. So, okay, so Timeline Battle Challenger League. So, there's a new league to Timeline Battle. Okay, so first and foremost, I see good and bad to this. So, the good is that, okay, now the just maybe like, people who don't have their accounts built up, maybe some more of the, free-to-play or lower spenders, they don't have to face some of these people who, have crazy cards or reforged regens and so on and so forth. Although, like, I don't know, I feel like in PvP, especially like Timeline, I feel like you don't need, crafted cards or reforged CTPs to win in Timeline. I mean, it's Timeline, right? But it sounds like they're actually going to make some changes here. I don't know if it's going to be real good or bad, or what it's actually going to mean when it comes to the game. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. But if it's not good, I hope that maybe because they'll get feedback from the players, right? If we're not happy with it, we're going to let them know. And I hope if that is the case, and when that does happen, that they make some further changes. And they take my advice and they find someone who knows what the hell they're doing and pay them to come in and fix, and just put some good, decent, rewarding, enjoyable content in the game that all players can participate in, right? Not just people who have crazy accounts. Now, main points. Only the top agents in the Vibranium League can participate. Okay, so you got your top people. I wonder how many people can actually do that, what that consists of. Is it 100 players? Is it 1,000 players? It doesn't say. So they could be supported by other agents through the cheer system. See, I think that's ridiculous. I like, is that what they mean, that all players can participate? Is that cheer system like they have in Alliance Tournament? I mean, like, give me a break with that. Like, that's just ridiculous. That's not having all players participate. I mean, sure, like, it's a thing, right? You can do it. It's an extra added benefit, but I don't know, for them to like go out of their way to add this, and then if this is their claim that now all players can kind of participate in this, and now you get advanced glory tokens, which can be the final reward. It can be exchanged for highly sought after materials. Like, okay, if some of the materials are, I don't know, TCP, CCF, or CTPs. If you're gonna put stuff like that in there, and people can just get it by like this cheer system, then sure. But I don't know. We'll have to see what these rewards are. These highly sought after materials. So the Challenger League will be added as a new top league. Okay, so another league on top of the previous existing 5 leagues. So some people are saying this is just going to be, a whales league, right? So the people who spend the most money are going to participate in this. Honestly, like I said, I really don't care for it. This doesn't affect me one bit, because I play Timeline on manual. I play Timeline on manual, or not a manual, on auto. I play Timeline on auto. Sometimes I'll mess around if there's like a new character I just want to kind of have some fun with, but I can care less for this. The Challenger League battles will proceed. But for those that do, we're going to go on here. The Challenger League battles will proceed similarly to the established battle procedure. But as this is a stage for battles between powerful heroes, we will do our best to prepare unique strategy factors and adequate rewards. Okay, so sorry, there I was thinking about something. So it sounds like they're adding some different buff effects. So to just entice some different strategy, right? So I mean, I'm all for that. Like different things that that you can kind of strategy. I can't talk. I'm stuttering here. Different strategy you can implement. All right, and that would give you an edge against a different player, right? I definitely like that because sometimes it comes down to just whoever has the best cards or builds, right? And so if there's other things you could do to actually you use some of that brain power to get an edge on the guy, then I'm definitely all for that. So cheer and buff effect added. Since only some of the top agents can participate in the new league, the cheer system has been prepared in order to create an audience-like atmosphere where everyone can enjoy battles, from the most seasoned agents to those newly joined. I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of this. Maybe some people are. Who knows? Maybe when it comes to the game, it'll be more interesting than it actually sounds. Maybe it's going to be a little different than Alliance Tournament. I'm not one to necessarily jump to conclusions and be super, super negative about it. Once it's here and we see what it actually is, then we can make our criticisms, at that point. So agents who are not participating in the Challenger League can choose which agent in the Challenger League they want to cheer for. Great. Battle support fund will be given to agents based on the amount of cheer they received. Okay, so maybe so it sounds like whoever received the most cheer gets the most funds to buy whatever buffs, right? The battle support fund can be exchanged for various buffs. Okay, so whoever's the most popular guy in high school is gonna take the girl to the dance, right? We have made a lot of preparations for the buffs so they can be a new strategic variable on top of our agent's amazing control. So now, is this going to be manual or is this going to be played like the auto nonsense in AC? I mean, if this is timeline, I'm guessing it's right. This is timeline. Yeah, it's timeline Challenger League. I'm guessing it's going to be manual. So sure, there's a little skill involved if you're playing it that way. But if it's all if it's all auto, the AI's taking control, then that's just really ridiculous. Like they just need to do away with that. But we'll see. Vengeance system. Okay, so if other agents attack your team and prevail, your score decreases in the Challenger League. Okay, so now it's starting to get a little interesting, right? They're adding more layers to this, which I like. The deducted points can be restored if you win a battle by the vengeance system. Okay, so you can actually get your points back. Someone comes and gives you a cheap shot. You can give them one back. Return the favor, right? We hope our agents can enjoy ranked battles through the vengeance system. All right, like I said, more layers is good. Now, advanced glory token and reward improvement. Not too many layers though, right? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Oh, okay, let's knock that off. Advanced glory tokens will be distributed to challenger participants depending on their league results, and to non-challenger participants depending on the cheer counts and the results of the agents they cheer for. I'm not going to pretend to know what the heck's going on here. We'll have to see when this comes in the game. It's just talking more about the cheering nonsense. The tokens can be exchanged for high growth materials in the shop. Awesome. We'll have to see what those high growth materials are. If it's worth it. If you're actually getting a good amount, right? If it's worth to spend your time here, then cool, right? Rewards are rewards. Other improvements such as acquisition of additional points for a victory while using bonus requirement heroes, addition to the penetration effect to the buffs that are applied to the heroes not frequently used in timeline battle, and more are also being prepared. So this might just be touching upon what's already in the game, right? The new little system for the characters who are barely used, and they get the buffs applied to them. So it sounds like they're doing something else with that. Like I said, a lot of this stuff, like it's when you look at it and you read it, you really don't know until you see it, in the game. So, I think it's best not to jump to too many conclusions, but, we get a general idea of what's going on. So, Alliance Conquest Challenger League. So, I have to say, so the map looks really cool. I like the way the map looks. Listen, I'm not an AC guy. I'm not an AC guy. I used to be, one of my initial alliances. I played AC with them. I enjoyed it, actually. It's like, one of the things, you get the whole alliance involved, and we're like calling our zones and where we're gonna attack, so no one else attacks it, and it's pretty cool, group effort, right? And I just kind of I started getting frustrated because I watched my characters just kind of run around like a bunch of idiots, and just doing like ridiculous, like never hitting, like Jean Grey, never hitting her fifth skill, and dying when I feel like, man, like I should have wiped the floor with them. So Alliance Conquest that needs like a top to bottom rework. I don't know what they're trying to do here. At this point, they're just putting lipstick on a pig, or they're putting a new coat of paint on a rusty car. Give me a break, man. Better get that out of here. You're just like it. So I kind of read through this a little bit. I just glanced at it, and it just sounds like they're adding another league, right? Just like they're doing in Timeline. They're adding a league for the top alliances in Alliance Conquest. And I don't think that's the right direction that they need to go. They need to, like I said, they need to find a guy who knows what they're doing, who's kind of done something like this before, knows how to implement these things in a game, and they need to pay him to come and fix it. That's what they need to do. If they can't do it, because, I mean, if they could have done it, they should have done it by now. Am I right? So I just kind of lost the faith in that. So either like just get rid of it, or fix it, or fix it for real. We'll go through though. We'll read what it's got to say. Top alliances in normal alliance conquest can participate. Agents can utilize the operation area and the character requirement bonus to advantageously conquer in top alliance conquest. We also recommend cooperating with other alliance members, as the alliance conquest contribution rewards have also been improved. Okay, so they've improved some of the rewards. Awesome. Top alliances of certain ranks can participate in the Challenger League set in New York. Okay, so it's in New York. It's right where I'm at. The image above is currently under development. Okay, so that might not be exactly what's in the game. Though the top alliance conquest process may be similar to the normal alliance conquest, the new strategic factors have been added through the operation area and bonus requirements. So there's new strategic factors. Like I said, I like the additional layers, the new strategy, gets you thinking. It adds more interest to the game. Operation area, the new operation area system has been added in the top league. Dispatch can only proceed with once the neighborhood areas are conquered. Okay, so this is going through and talking about new just rules and different things like that. Through, it sounds like different zones are going to have different requirements and different rules. Like you might need certain characters to proceed through certain things. So let's see. Although powerful buffs are applied to the entire alliance, into the entire alliance based on the number of dispatch heroes, please note that heroes dispatched to the operation area cannot be used in battles. Okay, so it sounds like you got to choose either or when you're dispatching these heroes here. So carefully planning which heroes will be used to conquer normal areas and which to dispatch will help you achieve victories much more smoothly. Okay, so yeah, like I said, it's adding more levels of thinking. Like, okay, if I send this guy here, I can't use him to to fend off, to fight over here for me, right? Character requirement bonus for each area, so you get different bonuses. They're randomly applied in each area. Oh, that's awesome. I love random. The heroes that meet each requirement can receive buffs in battles. So that's cool. You use the recommended character, and then you receive an additional buff for having your account built and having that character. Right? That makes sense. Please utilize the useful buffs as much as possible by sending heroes that meet the character's requirements. Alliance Conquest contribution reward improvement. Okay, we'll see what the improvement actually is. I hope you're bringing it. You're bringing the bacon. As many more heroes are required in the Challenger League due to. I'm sorry, I was looking. I had a notification. These darn notifications. Due to the addition of the operation area and bonus requirements, we are planning for more rewards to be obtainable. Okay, great. More rewards, the better. We will do our best to improve the required number of heroes in Alliance Conquest. The rewards that are small compared to their time spent. Yes, right. We've been complaining like the actual time you play Alliance Conquest to what you get in return is minimal. Is so minimal. Compared to different game modes, right? So yeah, they need to balance that. We need balance, right? Calling Thanos, we need to snapping things into balance. Lastly, in order to easily acquire Alliance Conquest rewards, the rewards will be given when entering the main lobby after season ends. Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of times, even when I played, but more so when I don't play because I mostly don't play. I don't get rewards. I mean, do I really deserve the rewards? I mean, sure, my Alliance played. Why not? But yeah, I've missed out on that many times. So that's cool. It sounds like you're not going to miss out if your Alliance actually does the work for you. Please share any inconvenience with us. Oh, I'm sure we will. As we continuously monitor and improve Alliance Conquest even after the upcoming update. Yep. So okay, I really hope. I mean, I'm gonna send my vibes of positivity out there, and let's hope that they get their act together and they really take constructive criticism from the community and from the players and really make these improvements. So although we have put a lot of effort in the development and improvement of the PvP system, so I know a lot of people are criticizing them, right? Like like calling the whole thing lazy and whatnot, and you don't know what it looks like for them, right? Like I know, like I've had many, just jobs and contracts where, we're very, very difficult, right? And it can be overwhelming at times, and maybe they are doing their best, and you don't know what the hurdles are, but like I said, if you can't do it, there's somebody out there that can, and you need to get them, on the line, and you need to get them over to help you out. That's the thing, because you got a lot of players, a lot of people that spend money on the game and they expect a good product. So let's hope they get their act together. All right, so including Timeline Battle Alliance Conquest took a lot of time as many more unexpected variables exist compared to PvE. So yeah, like I said, it sounds like PvP in the game is very challenging for them compared to the PvE. That's why you have so much more PvE content that seems a lot more, just balanced and rewarding and enjoyable than the PvP in the game. We once again apologize to our agents for the prolonged wait. We will continuously do our best to continue to improve various content problems shared by our agents through this kind of method. Okay, so here is something something expected. Actually, I mean, I've been talking about this for a long time. Like if you go back and watch my first videos that I made, which I started making videos on the 15th of December, and I think like even at the start of my very first one, I was talking about this. So many agents reaching the maximum score in squad battle and alliance battle is a problem that needs to be solved as soon as possible. Aside from the PvP content improvements mentioned above, it will be fixed through the February update. Okay, so yeah, I mean this needs to be fixed, right? There's too many people that are capping, like especially in alliance battle. Not so much squad battle. I can care less for squad battle, but alliance battle, yeah. There's like I've lost motivation to play. There's days that I don't play until like way later. I just don't have the motivation. It's an easy one and done for me. And to be honest, when the cap gets increased, like even before crafted cards, before all that, I always ranked pretty high in ABX. I was always number one in my alliance, and I always ranked high in terms of like from the top 100. I was always up there. But when this cap gets increased, I mean, I don't know if I'll be spending as much time playing ABX as I did. I was thinking about this, and I don't know. Maybe this gap in time that I've had to just one and done it, and I've started doing other things to occupy my time. Like if I'm gonna occupy my time with Marvel Future Fight, I think I'd rather play Null. But maybe if it's like an easy day for Null for me, and I don't spend a lot of time on it, then maybe I could spend that time on ABX. But I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. But all this stuff like the Alliance Battle cap. I mean, they need to do it. This has been a long time coming, because like I said, you have so many people capping, and it's a mess. It's a mess, right? So I just hope once they do this, they actually increase the rewards. Like you need to increase the rewards for 8 million, right? If you hit 7 million, then if you hit 8 million, 9 million, even on the 500,000 mark, going above 7, and you should have guaranteed rewards, and none of this Uru stuff. Like maybe even an Odin's Blessing. Or you need to do stuff like if you hit cap so many days, right? Depending on what the cap gets raised to, like you get tokens, right? I like the token idea, and then have like CTPs or premium cards in there, right? Do stuff like that. So maybe some of the players that don't spend money on gambling, they can work towards something about building a few characters that can cap for them like a few days a week, and then they can farm up tokens to get premium cards so they can craft their cards better and faster. I know it's kind of like a catch-22. It's like you kind of need this before you can get that, but at least it's something for people to work towards, right? And again, squad battle too. I mean, yeah, it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing. If you're hitting the cap, if so many people are hitting the cap, you got to increase the cap. So, I mean, this doesn't bother me much. I think it's necessary. And then lastly, also hero growth difficulty on the other guides are to be improved gradually, so that new agents can adapt more quickly to the game and experience various content. Please share your opinions with us. Okay, so this sounds like that they're going to give newer players a better advantage in the beginning. Like they're gonna boost them along. They're gonna give them like some nitro, but they're gonna stick some nitro in them and watch them go, which I think is really, really cool, because when you first start, like you need some incentive. You need, like, if you start and like if it was when I first started, like you didn't get much. I think you even get a lot more like now than I did. And but starting now with what I got like before, you feel hopeless. You're like, man, like that finish line is way down there. But if they give you, a booster, they have you start at like the quarter way mark, then that finish line doesn't look so bad, right? So I think that's cool. That's some incentive. That's some encouragement for newer players. That's awesome. So there it is, guys. There it is. 28 minutes on this note. This was a long one for sure. All right. So I hope you enjoyed it. Well, I got more stuff coming for you guys. This ain't it. This ain't it. All right. Have a good one. I'll catch you in the next one. But, stay breezy and stay safe out there. Adios.